In JNWN, we share news from all around the world. With Cantonese business, financial, and economic news. Today, we're going to be talking about the rapid growth of consumerism and why we need to worry and act now. But firstly, what is consumerism? Consumerism is when anyone wants to collect, obtain, or own any products or goods that are in excess of that person's basic necessities. Basic necessities include food, water, clothing, and shelter. Now that we've defined consumerism, why is it an issue? One example of consumerism can be explained throughout the purchase of clothes. We're buying more and more articles of clothing every year. It's not because we need more and more articles of clothing every year. It's because corporations have promoted the idea of fast fashion, or wearing different clothes all the time. After all, as Bloomberg has reported, the average American woman was buying 64 new articles of clothing in 2016, half of which are only worn 3 times or less. It's much more compared to the fact that the average American bought 12 articles of clothing back in 1980, where ideas like fast fashion weren't promoted that much. It's not just clothes. We are currently overusing Earth's natural resources by more than 70%. If everyone lived like the average Japanese, we would need 3 planets, and 3.3 planets for the average European. And this new age of consumerism is rising exponentially, and it's having severe impacts on the world. For example, according to NASA, at the current rate, the world's rainforest will be gone by the end of the century. This is because of large increases in demands for paper and wood. But we must also remember that most of these impacts aren't always because of consumers. In the 2009 book, The Story of Stuff, Annie Leonard, who is currently the executive director of Greenpeace USA, explained how household waste makes up only 2.5% of solid waste in the US, and 97.5% of solid waste comes from corporate and governmental operations, not consumers. So what can we do? In an event co-sponsored by the United Nations, Jeff Barber, who is the executive director of Integrative Strategies Forum in the US, said we need to redefine progress in terms of what really makes people happy and raise awareness that overconsumption doesn't directly affect a person's increase in well-being as per some studies. But there's the underlying knowledge that we are buying too much. A new survey on international buying habits has found that 2/3 of Hong Kong respondents accept that they own more than need, almost more than half of Italian and German respondents. In conclusion, it's very simple to play your part in fighting against consumerism. From bringing your own bag to the groceries, to thinking twice on whether or not you really need something, to educating as many people around you about the deadly effects of consumption, from your parents to your friends. These are simple initiatives that we can implement. But, as Annie Leonard points out, we must also hold corporations and governments accountable and push them to operate minimal or even zero waste businesses and operations throughout petitions and the process of voting. Thanks for watching. Please press the subscribe button, the like button, and turn on the notifications bell. That's the deadly age of consumerism. My name is Jeenaev Shah, and this is JNWN.